Hi, welcome to Week 1, Introduction to Project Management Structures. This is your Week 1 overview. On your syllabus, each week, your assignments are broken down at a very high level. However, to find the exact material that you'll need to submit, you'll need to go into the Blackboard's Weekly Modules folder, not the syllabus. For example, Week 1 course assignments and journal entry assignments are found in the assignments folder inside the learning activities folder. I suggest that you actually look inside all the folders in the week one's assignments to get familiar with where things are located. Remember, when you do assignments, always remember word counts. I'll give a little leeway one way or the other on either side of the word count, but stick as close to it as possible. So, Week 1, we're going to be looking at chapters 3 and 4, project management structures, or structures being organizations. Each organization has its own personalities, its own culture, and its own priorities. It's the same with each of the clients that you deal with. They're a part of that organization and they'll have their own personalities. They'll bring in their own cultures and their own priorities. As a project manager, you and I need to figure out and identify what those are and balance those different cultures and priorities to keep the project moving. That is a big key concept of project management. So for this week, week 1 requirements, you have 2 assignments, you have a journal entry. I need you to participate online on the discussion boards, and of course your first multiple choice quiz. If you don't remember what those are, go back to my welcome video and look through that. But there are some key concepts this week that you'll need to get to know. One of them is obviously project management structure. The second is the importance of the organizational culture. What I mean by that is you have to be able to know how to integrate your talents into the organization you're working with. And you'll need to be able to integrate all the different personalities onto your project team or teams. Communication is a critical skill of a project manager. As a project manager, you need to listen carefully to all the stakeholders and understand what their concerns are. And if you are not a people person, this might not be the right profession for you because you need to be able to tolerate, the different personalities that people bring to a project. Project managers are like puzzle solvers. For example, a 1,000-piece puzzle. I had earlier this summer, my wife and I were tasked to solve this 1,000-piece puzzle. And we both brought our different ways on how to solve that. And we also had a duration. We wanted to finish it by the end of the summer. And with that, we had to figure out what our strengths and weaknesses are, and we had to sort of task those together. We don't necessarily agree on how the puzzle should be solved, but we had to work out our differences to come up with a way to finish this project. This means that, as a project manager, you'll need to adapt your personality that gives confidence to the other stakeholders that are involved in your project so that they feel confident that the project will be completed as planned. The third key concept that you'll need is project management objectives and project management scope statements. Obviously, there needs to be an objective for you to carry out a project. What is the end game? What's the goal? What does the client need? For example, do they need to build a high-rise tower? Do they want to purchase 250 student desks for the lab? Or, maybe personal. You want to get into graduate school. As a project manager, you need to know what the goal is, of course, and then it's up to you to determine how to get there. The fourth key concept is project management scope. This adds on to the objective. It's like the scope is how big or how small is the project? How much time do you have? Is it days? Is it weeks? Is it months? How much does it cost? Is it $1,000? Is it $10 million? How many resources do you have? How many people are available to you? Going back to that earlier example, you must build a high-rise tower by 2018. Must purchase 250 desks for the new lab for less than $500,000. Or you need to get into graduate school by 2019, so what kind of resources do you have to help you? That's sort of defining what the project scope is. And the last key concept is the importance of the work breakdown structure, or WBS. Um, Work breakdown structure is breaking the project into little work packages to help you manage that project. And then you begin to define the critical path as you move along. That's it. That's it for this first week. It's an easy start to the course, but don't take it lightly. Give yourself enough time to get through the material and jump right into the discussion boards. Do your assignments and get your work in on time. And don't forget to pay attention to word counts. Good luck, and you'll see me again in next week's videos.